Okay, good morning, everybody. Well, it's good evening with you over in the Europe and in America, but good morning to Australia and New Zealand. My name is Grania Fletcher, as you can tell by the accent. You may or may not realize I am very Irish, but I've lived now in Australia for 35 years this year it'll be, but I'm hanging on to that accent. And I have been with LifeVantage. I was a traditional business owner, knew nothing really about health and wellness, only that I was interested in it, and knew nothing about affiliate marketing, online marketing. We were bricks and mortar business for two businesses I owned, one in recruitment for 10 years in Sydney, and then my husband still has his denture clinic now. We've owned that for 25 years. So that was all I knew until I got introduced to a health and wellness product 12 years ago. And then I loved it, got started to see that maybe this was something I could do to enable me to not have to work all the hours God gave in our traditional business and open my eyes to the possibilities of um, being able to have people that just don't walk in your door. If somebody didn't walk in our door, we didn't get a sale. So I looked for a new company and looked for a new product 9 years ago and came across LifeVantage. Absolutely was blown away because I thought nobody knows about this. It is so deep in science. It was like full of the geeky science people. Nobody even had Facebook. It was just Rachel and Tara that had introduced kind of the whole social media. And we just high-fived when we went to our first event here in the Gold Coast. There was an annual event, and we basically relaunched Australia for them. They had 15 people there, I think. That was it. And we just saw the opportunity. We were high-fiving, bumping. We were like, man, we are in at the right time. So it's so exciting for me to introduce Courtney now because that's what she feels like. Because her team take it to a whole other level when we're talking social media. We talk social media and then they just bring it up, up, up. So Courtney um, has been a hair salon owner in the hair and beauty industry for many years. Got involved with Roden Fields, really, I think, just to service her clients. We'll hear a little bit from her. And was there, thought it was her lifer company. And you'll hear how she opened Japan as you'll see her. She's definitely not Japanese, but she was very creative when it came to building a business in Japan. And that's how her story evolved over to LifeVantage. Now, she made it to Club 55 and she'll share all this. And that's where I want us to really, pens and paper, dig deep as to how she has basically taken her business, which was at the time, we'll find out from her, but now I know it's EC2. And every time I'm looking at them, her team, they're bringing another influencer, another red carpet, another influencer. And all of them are like, we can't believe we feel we're just getting started. This company doesn't even know what momentum is yet. Wait till we see it go. So, Courtney, I want to thank you actually, firstly, on behalf of LifeVantage, because I just would see you in that chat with Tara's. And I just thought, who's this little blonde puppet rocket that I don't know? And I was like, and it was like, hi, I've just met all these slides. Hi, I've just done all these stories. If anybody wants them, boom, 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 boom. Hi, I'm just doing an overview if anyone wants. Hi, here's the recording. And I'm like, who's this girl that's just pouring into everybody and wanting the whole ship to rise at the same time with this abundant mindset that I was like, this is incredible. Whoever she is, I want her to help us. And you went, absolutely. Let me help you any way I can. So I'm gonna, and now I would love you to share your story, just network marketing and how you got into LV and what you've been doing.
Sounds great. Okay, thanks for the introduction. And your story is so powerful. To be a part of like the launch in Australia is so huge. And now where we're going again, I know you've heard my girls, my team that have been here for a month and a half. Gosh, we just had an influencer launch last night and was SC1 within 24 hours. And it's like, to them, LifeVantage is brand new. And I really feel like there's a time, and I don't know if you guys ever feel this way, that you almost feel like you're starting like brand new. If you've timeline shift, if it's a new chapter or whatever that might look like, that it's like, okay, we're getting a restart. And I believe that LifeVantage looks like a different company than it did 6 months ago. And a lot of that is the GLP-1, the Evolve, the rewards that they just announced in January, just all of those things. I'm a manifester, I'm a vision board girl. If you guys don't have breakfast at Tiffany's on your vision board yet, get it on there because it's my phone screen right now. And my downline Lacey and I were the first two people to earn breakfast at Tiffany's in the company. So I hope to see you guys all there. It's such an amazing experience. Like she mentioned, I was in Rodan and Fields, and if you guys know that skincare company, what I want you guys to really be thinking of is with our company and my story with Rodan and Fields, pre-launch Australia was huge. And I only know my experience from the US, but our girls in Australia, they ran with being in pre-launch. And we even lost some of the girls that we wanted to get from Rodan and Fields to come to LifeVantage. They went to another company that was pre-launch. And so they want to be one of the first. So my message to you guys is being a part of Club 55, what we did right, what I wish I would have done better, and then 3 content strategies that I want you to apply. So, as a hairstylist, I grew up in Utah most of my life. There's a million network marketing companies. I've seen people have massive success, and we've seen people try a ton of them and it didn't work out, right? So, there's both sides of the story. Now, with network marketing, when I came in and I started meeting these top leaders and I went to events, the thing that always stood out to me was I was like, they're just like us. Like, if they can do it, why can't I? And so in network marketing, and especially in LifeVantage, the top leaders will give you all of their secrets, all of their tools. And it's really up to you if you're going to do those, right? We're a sports family. My son does travel baseball. I'm going to a basketball game right after this. And so with sports, I'm always really intrigued with like the superstar athlete in anything. One of my favorite podcasts is called The Founders, and this guy goes over autobiography books of founders and like what their secret sauce was. And it just interests me and intrigues me what people do. So in network marketing, that's been my biggest thing is if someone else can do it, why can't I? And if you are a leader of your team, it is truly, I think it's your job to earn those top things, the Tiffany's, the EC, whatever those things are, because your success is your team's potential. And so your team is going to run as hard as you do. You are essentially the pace setter, the leader. And with my friend Lacey coming in and hitting EC1 in 3 months, and then I think she'll have 2 of her girls hit EC1 next month, which will be 2 or 3 months for them. I believe a new 4-minute mile has been run. Like what's possible in LifeVantage, and that's building authentically. That's not bringing a group over. That's coming in and sharing on social media and leveraging these products and the virality of GLP-1 and the mind body system and being activators. They're all sharing the messages of the collagen, the protandim, and the mind body system. So that's kind of my background. I fell into LifeVantage kind of by accident. They closed Japan. My friend and neighbors, Kristen Cunningham, she's the CSO, if you know her. I called her up, like, what's going on with Rodan and Fields? We ended up bringing over $1 million organization from Rodan and Fields over to LifeVantage and signed Frontline to the company. And so I've just figured out systems and strategies and all those different types of things. And just had a lot of fun with it. I love this community. I love these products. And I really have never met a corporate team that is this invested and all in and knows their people the way that LifeVantage does. So let's go into pre-launch mind body system. I was in Club 55. They brought us in. They literally took our phones away and put a post, like a name tag on the back of it and put it in a basket and unveiled the mind body system. And we were literally shocked when they told us that we were getting this GLP-1 natural activator. I know worldwide GLP-1 is a big deal, right? So we were like, they found a way to activate it. Like, how? How did you guys do this? And so we took the products home and started using them and started documenting our stories. And I think this is the smartest pre-launch I've ever seen a company do. Typically in network marketing, when they have a big product coming, they send it to their top leaders and their top leaders take a little picture of the box and they're like, something big is coming. I can't wait to tell you. And then we would have all gone to convention and then they would be like, well, this is what it is. Well, this time they wanted us to be prepared, right? So when the launch happened, it exploded. And did you guys all see what happened? Were any of you in Kansas City? I know that there were some leaders from Australia that were there in Kansas City. A couple of them were sitting in front of me. Let me know if you guys were there. Okay, yes, you were there. Okay. The energy, like in person event. I swear when they put out the stats of activating GLP-1 140%, 0% muscle loss, it was like Taylor Swift was on the stage. Our phones were just clicking like, oh, we can't wait to tell everyone. What they've done with this product has truly disrupted the industry, and we just are getting started. We sold out a 5-month supply in 13 days. Like, are you kidding me? And so because of what we did to leverage this pre-launch, just like you guys are getting ready to do, my business tripled. And I did not even have the leaders that I have right now. Our business tripled in October and it has continued to climb. So some of the things that I want you guys to start leveraging with social media is to help people get activated now. That was our biggest strategy in pre-launch, was to get people activated, right? And we've noticed, I've seen my customers, the ones that were on an activation product, they saw results faster with the mind body system than the ones that just launched. So I want you guys to write this down. 3 types of content strategy that I want you to start doing in pre-launch. These are so key because the first one is the hype content. Now, that is the excitement. That is the OMG, look at what they just did in the US. If they can do that there, we're going to do that here, even bigger. Like, you want to be a part of this. I kept saying, don't miss this. Don't miss this opportunity, right? I've been a part of a company that was in momentum, and I was there later than we are here right now. And so I know what happens when you are in a company building to $1 billion. This ride is insane. And this year we're in drive. We are life in the fast lane. And if you guys are like me, I'm always in the fast lane. I always put my little app on so I can see when the cops are going to be there, and I'm just like cruising. And so I love being at a fast pace. This is so much fun. I'm literally like, get in, we're going, and we're going fast. So the hype content is a big thing of this opportunity. Look at what the US just did. We're getting ready to do this. The virality of the GLP-1, the people that are rank advancing, and the results, right? That is the hype content. And one of my strategies for the hype content was an emoji, like that emoji brand. I was the rocket ship. Like, we were like, buckle up, we're on a rocket ship. And now with the drive, I've been doing more the little red race car or both, and like the boom, like firecracker, like. And my friend even said, actually, my friend that does my hair, she's like, if there was an emoji to describe you right now, it would be the rocket ship. And I was like, oh, good. You guys caught on. So I was always doing pre-launch, rocket ship, buckle up. This is going to be crazy. This is going to be amazing. And with you guys, I would say like even more, that belief should be so strong because you just saw what we did in the US, right? So we already know what's been done on a global platform. I cannot even imagine. Like, I have goosebumps just thinking about what's going to happen. So those are the teasers. That's getting hype. That's inviting people to get into your business, right? Come get in. Now's the time, especially in your market. Pre-launch, the consultants can get it in March, like even more reason to join the business. I do want to put a little bit of a stipulation there. I don't ever like people to come into the business just for a discount. Like that's just not my vibe. I'm not in business to give people a discount and give them the best deal. If I did that as a hairstylist, if I give everyone like my family discount, I would have not been in business. So that's not my job. And really, I don't feel like it does anyone any favors because they order less frequently. They fall out of the loop. We service our customers a lot better. They have the rewards, they have all those things. So just like really be mindful of that because I feel like there's going to be a temptation for the fact that people can get it early as a consultant. And so I really want you to protect your business. Like you are in a business to help this be successful, but also to help them be successful with the product. So we don't want people to just get in, order the product once, and then just get a discount. Like, what does that do for you? So don't do the discount point. And also, you guys, with the hype content, this is one of the things I'm going to write down of the thing that I did wrong. I really didn't realize how different our natural activator was from the synthetic. So if you start paying attention to that, and now I've like kind of put my expectations down a little bit here because I've seen that like for some people, it really does take longer. And Grani, I know that you can attest to that, that you really have had to activate your GLP-1 because of your history and because of what you've gone through. And if you guys have even seen the Kardashians, Lemmy, whatever, GLP-1, I had someone like, what was the difference? So I went on the website and looked, and they said that this product expectation is at least 12 weeks. And so I'm liking to set that expectation to people that it's not an overnight. I want people to know that this is an activator. So you're taking it for your body to make it, right? And everybody's body's starting at a different point. So again, that's where get activated. We had those activation stacks in the US. I don't know what you guys have over there. I should have checked to see. My go-to is Healthy Glow. My go-to was Healthy Glow and Axio, like all the way, get feeling good. Immediately, people can feel a difference in their sleep, in their skin, in their joints, in just their mood off of those three products. I don't know if you guys promote the ProBio. You guys, again, I'm coming from hairstylist and I'm not like one of the LifeVantage people that takes a billion products. I just don't. I really wanted to know that if I recommended Healthy Glow to someone, two products, they would see and feel a difference. And so that is like, those are my main products that I sell always. And I love the skincare. I came from a skincare company. And so like I do a ton of the skincare. So just know that, but that doesn't have to do with this pre-launch. So, the expectations are huge with the hype. The hype content, 100% the business opportunity. I've never believed in a business opportunity and timing and momentum more than this. GLP-1 expectations, those of where I've been like, this is activating your body. It's taking it to make it. So just be aware of where you're hyping things up because we want people to be happy with the products at the end of the day. That's our biggest goal. The next type of content, the second piece is solution. So this content is that we're offering a solution, and that's where the gut health comes in. That's where the solution of back or knees, or if you have just different stories of that we have this solution. If you were one that has used a synthetic, or you thought about using a synthetic, or you knew someone that was, like different things like that. And again, I'm always very protective. I never say anything by name. I will say synthetic, or I will say the shot, or a prescription GLP-1. But that's kind of that solution is we have a better way. We have this solution, right? We have long-term. If you want to use different stats of the synthetic was the #1 prescription drug prescribed in the US, or the stat of like 63% of people go off of the synthetic, or just, different things like that. Do your research. I started looking up GLP-1 on TikTok or on Instagram to see how other people were marketing those really well and to tweak it to the way that we were doing it, right? So offering a solution is always, that's what we're doing. And the connection content is really big. And that connection piece is really, I feel like the content right now that is bringing in the most sales and the most people to join your business. And that is sharing your own personal story. You're making a connection with someone. If you've seen some of my girls, like they'll have the needle and they're like, I called the med spa. And that was the three-way call that I did with her. Was she was like, I called the med spa and I found out how much it was going to be and the side effects and different things like that. And I know different people have stories of where they've struggled with food noise, binge eating. There's stories of just depression or anorexia. Like if you have stories that you can really help to make that connection, what you're doing is you're helping other people think, that's me. Why am I going to the fridge at 10 o'clock at night? Or why am I eating when I'm not hungry? Or why is that cake on the counter haunting me? Like all I can think about is that cake. Those stories are such a connection piece, right? And so whatever your story is, how did you end up in LifeVantage? Maybe you haven't told that in a while. Maybe it's a great time to introduce yourself and say, hi, I'm Courtney. This is why I'm in this business. Or hi, I'm Courtney, I'm 42. I'm a busy mom. I'm this, I'm that. And I found myself waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning. Guess what? Hormones with my age. And since I've been taking this product, I'm sleeping through the night and I'm in a better mood with my kids or different things like that, right? That's the connection. And so those three different types of content are really, really huge. One of the things that I love that I did for pre-launch is I had like one stagnant post that was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe what's coming. Our company came out with a GLP-1 natural activator. I don't know, just I had like some really good stats on it. And I said, let me know if you want on my list. And so pre-launch list is my biggest thing. I had a goal of having at least 100 people on my list for pre-launch. And I had them in my notes section on my phone with little like dots, so that I could click them off. And while I was in Kansas City, I literally, and if you guys have a text service, like whatever you guys have, use that. But I had this list, GLP-1 list. And so I went through and they have little yellow dots. And I actually should go back through that list because I just talked to my Aunt Colleen today because she saw my post that today's the last day to get in the challenge. And she was like, hey, Courtney, I've really been wanting to get that. And I saw it's the last day. I'm like, yes, I'll send you the link. Get on it, get enrolled, get in. So I had this list and my goal was 100 people. And I set the same goal with my team. If you guys are on my team, was you guys shoot for the moon. And even if you land among the stars, hey, that's a big goal. If 100 people, if you're thinking, I would never have 100 people, I think you might really be surprised. But if you have the goal of 10 and you end up with 3, like, but if you have the goal of 100 and you end up with 35, that's amazing. Or if you end up with 25, like, just, I like to set big goals. It's just where I'm at. This month, we had the goal of 200,000 and it was totally a stretch goal. And I text Kristen at the beginning of the month and said, do you set goals that are like achievable or stretch goals? Because last month I didn't hit my goal. We missed it by 11,000. But I was like, oh, but this month, you guys, we're like 2,000 away right now. And it's 4:25 my time. So I think we're going to end up getting it, right? So just set those stretch goals. Like, why not? Who cares? Just do you, right? Nobody cares if you just don't end up getting it. If you do, great. Like, let's go big. Maybe you guys should even have more than 100 for Australia because you guys already know what we've done in the US. But that stagnant post, what I did with it is I would continue. So I said, let me know if you want on my list, comment list, comment list. And so all those people that were on said list, I would message them. And I was like, hey, I'm so excited. Have you looked at our other activation products? I can't wait for you to feel what it's like on GLP-1, whatever. You're on my list. And usually they'd get started on the products early, right? Of course. Well, what I would do is I would keep adding more before and after pictures or more updates, commenting on that post. So everyone that had commented list, they were getting a notification Courtney commented. And so it was like pulling up that stagnant post even more. like going up to the feed so more people would see, oh, I want on Courtney's list. And then I would add another thing, like, and that one post, my team all did the same thing. And I would get notifications because I would comment on their post when they did it. And it was so much fun to do that. So right now, you guys have before and afters, you have testimonials, you have all those things. So one of the things that I love to do is in my stories, just more testimonials, people saying my hormones, my sleep, my food noise, like different things like that. That isn't always just weight loss, but other things and how they're feeling, and then take people on your journey, right? So if you don't have it, if you didn't order it from the US, just the more I would be like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to get my hands down. Do a countdown on your Instagram story. I have a countdown for South Africa right now. Do a countdown for pre-launch Australia, and then do more posts and bring that countdown on like at least once a week or a couple times a day. Like, oh, it's coming. I can't wait. Are you on my list? Are you on my list? We're in pre-launch. This is going to be so big. Rocket ship, all those things, right? You want people to be bought in. The biggest thing is I want people on the launch date to like, they cannot wait to give me their credit card. They're like, Courtney, swipe my card, swipe my card. That's what happened in October. Let's do that again on this global stage. Like, this is such a huge opportunity.
Well, girl, I'm a note girl in my phone. I've worked out.
Same.
I'm not a handbook. Tara's like, I've got 6 books. Josie's like, I've got 10. I went, I've worked out that this is me. And I
Mhm.
did the exact same with GLP. I did the same thing in here. I had people on GLP. And I had all, because I was selling to them direct. So I would write down exactly what they had bought and things, just so I knew who to touch back on and things. So I will
Yep.
be doing my VIP list for absolutely sure. She's not launching in South Africa. She's going on the South Africa. She won the trip. Someone said you're launching. No. But look, I'm very respectful of your time. I know you have to run out to basketball and things like that. One of the big things that I'm saying is your people are crushing it. You're bringing in some top influencers, and they're not even in network marketers. They're people that are just big influencers, different industries, things like that. So, how could you just give us a couple of lines of what you're saying? Were they just friends? Did they know them? Or how are you finding these amazing people? And what are you saying?
Okay, so a couple things with that is we've been really lucky, like lucky girl syndrome. I think we decided we mostly have girls on this call. If you guys are not channeling lucky girl syndrome, get on it. Like I did a manifestation call recently, but I'm amazed every day. I got a front row parking spot at the Capitol on the field trip today, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this stuff is working in all the ways. So definitely that's one of the things. But you guys, we have digital marketers. And if you have seen the digital marketing world, it really blew up with these courses and different things. Well, that's kind of slowed down. It was like that was a really big craze. Well, now those digital marketers have this skill. And a lot of them had done network marketing previously because then their network marketing company, like mine, was like going down. So they found this new skill. Well, now they know how to market better than ever. They know ManyChats, they know funnels, they have email lists because that's what the course taught them. So if you know people that have been doing digital marketing, they a lot of times their Instagram things are like make money with Mal or I don't know, something like that. Well, they're seeing what we're doing and they're like, we're not dumb. Like, we can spot timing, especially if they were a big earner in the digital sales. They see exactly what we have immediately. They're like GLP-1, the Evolve compensation plan with the affiliate model done. Like, I don't have to build a team, I don't have to get a million people. Like, it's done. And so that's been a big attractor factor, and same with influencers. So if you really leverage the Evolve compensation plan in the personal sales bonuses. That's how we got most of them. I've done three-way calls with the big ones, and that's what I tell them. I'm like, I did the hustle culture in my other company, and we had to have a million different people. Month end was so stressful. Right now, I wouldn't even be able to be on this call because I'd be texting people, did you get your order in? Or like, you're 100 away. Like, it was so stressful. And so I always say, no, like, you can build to the top of this company with you and a few friends. And that is a game changer. The diamond seller title, the commission that they make off of that, the fact that if they coach other people, they make a percentage, that is attracting them. But I will tell you, there's two options for this. One is you can become an influencer. Go back to if someone else can do it, why can't you? They're just like us. The influencers, they're just like us. So one option is you can become an influencer if that's what you want to do. The other option is find an influencer. So if you're going, I only have 200 followers on Instagram, like how am I going to get an influencer? They're not looking back at your followers. They're seeing what you're sharing. And so they've all come to us because of our GLP-1. It was all a message to mostly my consultant, Lacey. And now we have other leaders from the industry that are coming to other top leaders going, I see what you guys are doing with your mind body system. Most of them have looked at doing a GLP-1. And so what we've done is we've really gotten loud. The people that are attracting them are the ones that are posting about the GLP-1 every day. And truthfully, I could be better about that. Like one of my regrets of pre-launch was I thought I was doing amazing. I posted about it probably every day in pre-launch. I should have done more. I could have done more TikTok lives. I could have done more videos. Like I saw what happened and I was like, oh my gosh, I actually felt like I played small in this. And that is what has been attracting them to us is GLP-1, a natural way. And so really, if you're just in that, and then if you have people that you really want, you guys just live in their DMs, comment on their stuff. Don't go to them like, hey, have you seen what I'm posting in LifeVantage? Like you have to make that connection with them first. And comments are like currency in social media. Comment, like, they let them know like you're here, you're supporting them, you're in their fan club. And a lot of times what starts happening is they'll look back on you and go, oh, what are you sharing? What are you interested in? And so that's one of the biggest things is like, don't just post your stuff and go through and scroll. Take the time to like and comment and engaged and like actually put something out there into social media to get it back.
And look, that's amazing. I've written again, load of notes. And the other thing that I was going to say is you're building a global team like me. I
Mhm.
really want to grow my Irish and English. I'm flying over there. I'm doing events. I am all over it. I'm not letting this opportunity pass me by. I am going to work the hardest. I literally feel I've just joined today. Like when I'm at Momentum, it's like
Yeah.
I've just signed my application form to join. I'm in Club 25. You'll see so much of my body being on Facebook. I will probably
Yay.
get messages like Una used to get from family saying, is everything okay? You seem a bit weird. I
Yeah.
don't care. If you think I'm weird, someone else isn't going to think I'm weird. I'm going to get so outside my comfort zone. I'm actually not even going to know where my comfort zone is anymore. Like, watch this space. There's going to be a lot of me and a lot of my body up there because I am a huge advocate for getting off the needles because of the damage it did to me. I've seen what it's done to people. And the other thing, I'm getting people that are coming to me going, I've seen you talk about GLP-1. I've been watching this doctor and this doctor and this doctor, not anything to do with LifeVantage. And they're all
Mhm.
talking about GLP-1 for my MS, for my osteopenia, for bone density to increase it. So they're like, I don't need to lose weight. I just want your stuff to actually help with my autoimmune because of everything that I'm hearing about now out in social media. I've had three of them this week. So don't think it's just going to be weight loss people that are coming for you and weight management. Like my husband is a skinny malink. And we did a very strict today of him. And he has lost in 1 month doing GLP. This is how I know how it works. 4.6 kilos in a month. His BMI is down 1.4 and his body fat is down 4.1%. He was at 19.6. He's now 15.6. It's
Wow.
insane. Whereas it took me, and I haven't even lost that much, but this month I've been so intentional. I have lost 3 kilos and I have lost 1.7% body fat. But up to this week 12, there is nothing going on. There is nothing happening. My
Mhm.
GLP was in. So my story is definitely not even going to be a 3 month. It's going to be a 6 month. But if I can show people that we're on GLP-1 and on the injectables, that this is where you can get to in 6 months doing it, and your body is healthy and you look good and great, I think we'll be on to a winner. So yeah, love you, girl. We're starting off next week. We have momentum. We have Dr. Dundee Nettles. We have one of your besties. Um, what's her name? Julie, Chief Marketing Officer,
Julie
coming out.
Boyster, she is one of my
Julie
besties,
Boyster.
guys. I know, be jealous. I live near her, so
So she is coming out. We've got Jake. So if you haven't
she's
come to
amazing.
Momentum, I would be doing everything in your world to be coming to Momentum. Like your world will never be the same again after Monday week. Truly.
I agree. I heard someone say that they live 9 hours away or whatever, and I'm like, the thing is, after this happens, you would drive 15 hours to get there.
Totally.
Leaders are born at events.
Totally.
And I saw that in Kansas City. The people that were in Kansas City, their businesses flew way more than the people that weren't there.
Yeah.
You cannot replace that energy, that in-person conviction from our corporate team like that. Get there. Whatever you guys can do. I know it's a sacrifice. I know you're going to have to miss things. I mean, there's certain things that are worth it, and there's other things that I'm not going to trade my family for. Momentum, get there. Global, come to Utah. Come be a part of the global launch. It will definitely be worth it. And that reminded me too. Another thing to prepare for is like get one of those scales. Is it the Renfro
I've got
scale?
so
Okay, I got that. And do your measurements. I did not do measurements. I really didn't think I was going to lose very much weight. And if you guys have seen my back rolls, I didn't know they were there. I was delusional the other way that I was like, oh no, I'm good because I work out every day. I eat healthy. After 4 weeks, I lost 5 pounds. My back rolls were gone. And I was like, I haven't lost 5 pounds in years. So do the measurements because that might really be what you will be sharing and your body composition, the before and afters, and those things.
amazing. Love you. We will get you back after and you've got a team here. So we're all here to help your team as well.
Thank
So
you.
tell them if they're at Momentum, come. We are doing a massive campaign starting after Momentum for a collective Australia, New Zealand campaign with all the execs, all the team together, one team, one campaign. So the ship rises together.
So
See
fun. I
you.
think there's a question here
Oh,
too.
la, la, la.
Sorry,
Suzanne said,
Gloria.
can I ask a
Yeah,
question?
can I ask just
Oh,
a really quick question? Sorry.
yeah.
When all your team have got their people on the GLP-1, and it's just how you manage this. If someone comments and says, look, I've been on it for 8 weeks or I've been on it for 12 weeks. I'm not really losing weight because I know some people will mention that lose it slower than others, lots of things going on. How do you manage that? Do you just say keep going or do you refer them to somewhere or what do you do?
So I don't like luckily we have Tara and Angie that
Yeah.
manage the Facebook group page. So luckily they do that. But we have what we've done, and I learned this from our girls from Beachbody that have recently come over. They have like a customer chat. And one of the things that I love is like the way that Ashley Laughlin shares what she's feeling, her expectations, like the mind body system is your BFF that's like, we're good, we're not hungry, like that you really do have to be intuitive that it's a mind-body system. But when people aren't losing weight yet, my Beachbody girls will be like, okay, let's look into that. Like, what are you actually eating? Are you snacking? Are you eating crackers? How much protein? And really prioritizing that. I've actually seen a lot of reels too that they say that when you prioritize 30 to 40 grams of protein first thing in the morning, it puts your body into burn mode. And so there's what I've realized, Suzanne, is I didn't realize how many people have eating habits or gut issues or like all of those types of things, right? And so one is setting up the expectations from the first order. Like this could take up to 12 weeks. This is activating your own GLP-1. I did have a friend text me yesterday that if she does the 4 scoops, she's bloated, she's gassy, whatever. And I was like, don't be nervous if you need to stay on 1 or 2 scoops. Like this has the gut microbiome. Make sure you're prioritizing protein and water. But Suzanne, what it's really about, what I have found is your own belief and your own conviction. So I'm going to write this, I'm going to make a note for myself to send Granier this podcast on conviction. I just listened to it on my way home from Vegas, and it talks about how people are buying your conviction. They're buying your energy. And the lucky thing for you guys is that you know that people might gain weight on this. People might not lose weight in 8 to 12 weeks, which is one of the reasons why I was telling Grani, I don't like people to buy multiple sets at once because I feel like in their mind, they have more pressure that this needs to hurry up and work because they want to send it back in the 30-day time period. So I really don't like people to buy more than 1 set at a time because I don't want them to feel like their investment is so high that this needs to be like radical. And that's another reason why I like to share the other benefits and be like, how are you sleeping? How are you feeling? What have you noticed? What time of day are you taking it? Are you taking it during your peak hunger times? Are you breaking it up? Like different things like that. Yes, stress is a huge factor. But I really do feel like when people are on our activation products, they see better results. When they just buy Mind Body, we saw it in Club 55. Every single person in Club 55, we all had insane results and we thought the whole world would too. And then we like put it in normal people that haven't taken Protandim and have bad eating habits. And we're like, it didn't work for you like it did for us. What? So, just managing those expectations. But I did start, honestly, I lost a couple of customers that bought it in the craze because I had over 100 people in October. And I did not do a great job managing the list and like who bought and checking in. And so now what I do is I add them on to my GLP-1 chat. So I ask them like, hey, are you cool if I add you into our GLP-1 community chat? Like you can mute it, but you can check in. And the cool thing is my team's on it too. So people will comment and say like different things, but also our team will comment and say, oh my gosh, I lost 8 pounds, or, oh, I love this protein recipe, or different things like that. And that chat has been so helpful. I don't know if you guys do team chats, but I feel like that's like my secret sauce of my team. And it makes sense for
Sorry, is that
customers
in
too, right?
Messenger or Instagram? The chats, the little circly things.
So our
Just
influencers
Messenger?
have an Instagram chat.
Yeah,
I mostly do a Facebook because
Messenger.
you guys, yeah, I mean, I know it might sound old school, but I get a lot of my customers from Facebook. My TikTok people will usually go to Instagram and message me on Instagram. So I do have one there, but like sometimes I'll be like, can I just add you on Facebook? Because we have just a lot more engagement on my Facebook. But like I said, my influencers, they have theirs on one of them, the Beachbody girl has hers on Telegram. So just wherever your people are at, wherever you can get that engagement, I'll post like a protein recipe that I like or just different things like that. But it helps people to feel like they're a part of something. They didn't just order once and they're on their own.
That's a
Thank
good
you
idea,
so much.
really.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And look, I've realized as well, Tara and me are very similar. And Tara said, I don't drink alcohol really, but over Christmas, I had 2 glasses of wine every night on a cruise, blah, blah, blah. But like, there's been nothing since 1 January. But she said to me, up your protein even to 40 grams. And like 40 grams is 8 eggs for breakfast. So how I do it then, I've now started just doing a whey. This is what she does, a whey protein and a plant-based protein. So I'm throwing New Ways and True Protein together, and that's 40 something grams of protein with my enhance and water and ice. And that is so filling that that's keeping me going forever. So I think that's my sweet spot.
Yeah,
Okay, I
I
know
love to
you
do
do have to
scrambled
go.
eggs with cottage cheese. And then I also love like the Chobani Greek yogurts. At the Greek yogurt, I don't know if you guys have them there. They're like a smoothie drink too. They have 20 grams of protein. So that way I'm just kind of mixing it up that way. It's hard to get all the protein in.
Yes. So Rhonda just asked, and I know we have to go, do you put
Yeah.
your customers in that chat? You do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them are in it. So what I did was I was like, hey, we're doing like super activated as my customer page. So I'm like, we're doing a super activated group chat for GLP-1 if you guys want to join. And I just put the link there and whoever wanted to join that. And then when someone orders the Mind Body, I would say, hey, I'm going to add you onto this, and I set the expectation if they want to mute it or just whatever. But the chats have really been a great sense of community.
Yeah. Okay. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Courtney. I love you. Mwah. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll
All
let you
right.
know
Love
how
you
we
guys. Bye.
go
Good luck.
next week.
I can't wait to
Okay.
hear how you guys blow it up in Australia and Europe and everywhere.
I'll let you know what the European formula tastes like because I know you have a big Spain and Japan group and stuff like that. So I'll be keeping you posted. You'll be seeing
Please
half
do.
naked me out there on.
I'm cheering for you so big. I'm such a believer that God in the universe rewards you for pushing your comfort zone. It's like
Yeah,
trust falling. And when you do that, bigger things happen to you than you could ever imagine. It's like the
totally.
free fall. So I can't wait to see all the big things that
Right.
happen to you. All right. See you guys.
Bye.